Ladies and gentlemen, after an eventful speed weeks, including a chaotic first duel and a pretty tame second duel, we are here. The wait is over. Welcome to the Orlando 500. About damn time. 42 cars start this race. We have a sibling front row. Of course, I am David Carter in the booth alone today. This should be a fun one. Right turns instead of left. Crazy high speeds. A lot of 4 and 5 even wide racing. That guy does not look protected at all. Anyway, let's take you to the starting grid. As I said before, we have siblings on the front row. I give to you Willow Blake and Trev Blake. Two Toyotas on the same team of the same blood. The Blakes. Behind them, we have Duel 2 winner Bowback Fox, who got a faster time in qualifying. And Duel 1 winner Riley Pogstar. Then on back, we have the target car of Katie Martinez and the guy who was barely hanging on to his transfer spot in Caden Lemon. Now the fastest qualifier on the day, because obviously we have the other two. So basically, or other four. So basically, if not for the dual rule set, he'd be on pole. Behind them, we have Blake Card and Wyatt Wilkinson. Then Maggie Fox and Michael Heelan. I hope that doesn't come through. It's gonna come through. Then behind them, Tina Klein and Ellie Fomer. Part-timer. Fastest of the part-timers. In the next row, we have Jeremy Easley and William Ayers. How you doing, buddy? Then we have Roach Rotfield and Hayami Kobayashi. How many times am I going to call her Hayashi today? Hayami Hayashi rather than Kobayashi. Probably yes amount of times. Then we have Lucy Klein and Yusubi St. Ange, whose teammate, unfortunately, did not make it into this race. So they're flying solo. Behind them, it's Nerf Jones and Liz Bandicoot. Then Nicholas Cameron and Logan Meloetta. I got that name right on the first time this try. Then Carl Young and Larson Martinez. Behind them, the Texas Roadhouse Nissan of Ricky Freeman Jr. Hopefully, Tina and Lucy's team find sponsors for their cars as well, alongside the Cheez-It car of Daniel Voiles. And then Andrea Shianu kind of turned some heads in the first duel, followed by the ally car of Matique Plutonium. Eli the Wolf, followed by Jacqueline Travisano. Franco Rossetti, followed by Arturo Intrepid. Coyote Cathari alongside sorry, Jeff WQ, Darren Zhang alongside Caden Morgan goes upside down in the first duel and somehow manages to still make it. We got the Space Force. John Smith. Let's hope he doesn't get Space Forced. And then, Moxley, all Moxley Wrestling, I mean AEW of Jonah Bridge. And then we have Max Hansen alongside Comroyd Rosario. Last row features the Army car of Cody Goforth managing to still be in even after going airborne. And finally, Garden Dale. So, without further ado, we will take you to the command. As we're about to get the command, let's get a look at the weather. We have 84 degrees and clear skies with southwest winds at 9 miles an hour. What a great day for racing. As here we go.
Drivers,
Sorry,
start your engines!
Engines have fired, which means we are about to go racing as the Blakes lead them down, older sister and younger brother. Gonna lead the field to green. Very unique super speedway to kick off the season. 4 right turns instead of left. Our version of the Daytona 500. Should be an exciting event. We've seen packs of 3, 4, sometimes even 5 wide. They have 59 laps. 5 wide can be sustained for a brief amount of time, but not for long. Only one flip, thankfully, this speed week's Caden Morgan. Going upside down in Duel 1. Nothing major, though. He even still made the race. As they come off turn 4, about to take the green, the pace car will get ready to make that hard right on the pit road. And we will be racing. There it is. The Pontiac pace car makes the hard right turn, and we are under green. 59 laps, 42 cars. We're racing. Good start by Willow. Trev hanging on the outside there, but Willow's going to get the advantage, has the preferred line and the push from Bobak, who has the push from Martinez. Willow to the lead. Here comes Bobak Fox. Not enough of a run yet. Is Katie going to push the 85 or ditch the 85? As off of turn 4 they go. Already seeing them fan out behind them. 3, 4 wide behind this pack. As Bowback Fox will lead the lap. And now here comes Blake Card looking low. Good push from the 3 of Jeremy Easley. Will Easley stay committed or take the run? Easley on a part-time basis, a usual in the APCS field. Got some funding for Hooters, so went racing for the Racing Alliance of the South. And now here comes Easley to lead the lap. 3, just got it, yes. Because now we're going to take an aerial view of this field. We already see them going 4x4 towards the middle of the pack, or trying to go 4x4. Mostly 3x3 so far. Pretty well behaved. The caution came out in Duel 1 at lap 8. That is when the wreck happened. How long will they last today? Look at all the activity through this field. Plenty of good runs. Can really do a lot with these cars. Down the front stretch they come again. As we see 3 wide for the lead, mostly 3x3 through the pack. As let's take an on-roll from the back bumper of Qatari. Great during the qualifier. Now going to the lead of this pack. Shianu looks great as well. Now here comes Darren Zhang at the driver's door. Not quite there yet. But Ellie Fomer's gonna pass them both. As they continue, I can only wonder how long this will last. Something may have already happened while we were in the onboard. Nothing yet, but it's building. Martina is a bit too close for comfort on Pogstar's car. As now we see the 4x4 I was talking about. 5 wide. Will they make it work? Yes. Someone was smart enough to back out of it, thankfully. One blown engine in the middle of the pack could really mess things up. One slight mistake, and that's going to be a lot of cars going to go to the hauler. See the top speeds being pulled. We have 187, 88, 89. So nearly 190. Actually, exactly 190. Probably for the best we have these reduced speeds, given that your driver's side door at this track will face the wall. So if you take an impact to the wall, it's gonna hurt. As I can't help but just watch this aerial view. What a view of all this. This fine chess game that could really go wrong. I should probably be careful what I say, because I remember a time in the 80s when someone brought up a chess game and Ricky Rudd went on one of the most horrendous flips you'll ever see. But they keep it together. Lots of 4x4. Look at this. 3 wide for the lead, too. The lead that will go to the 33, it looks like. Checking the fastest lap, that would be Larson Martinez. Now the 23 is leading. I can't really see the numbers from up here, so don't blame me. 23, I believe, is Daniel Voiles. So now we see that is Goforth going to the lead, but it's quickly going to get swapped out. Some more 3 wide action. Now 4 wide. They're touching middle of the pack. This could get bad. But it hasn't. Pit stops should start around lap 14 or 15. Based on the duels. This is why we love Orlando. Let's have a look to the front of the field again. Goforth on point with Larson Martinez. According to the charts, the fastest car on the track. Martinez looks poised to take this. As we see them getting tighter up here, this could get sketchy. You know what? I'm here for it as long as no one gets hurt. Back down to the pack. As we see Martinez quickly getting overtaken by the 21 of Rosario. Now the 17 of Pogstar looking. This could go all wrong at any minute. Pogstar to the lead. The field remains well behaved as the dual winner goes to the point. Now followed by the Haas car, the number 66 of Roach Rotfield. Cathari looking as well. Let's take a ride with someone towards the middle of the pack. We're gonna have a ride with Wilkinson. If we can focus on his car. Lemon. We'll have a ride. What it looks like in the middle of a bustling pack. And we see it from the eyes of one of the drivers. Dave Lemon carrying a helmet cam today as he pushes the 97. Now looks to the inside. Very busy pack. And as we see more of the 4, maybe 5 wide in the middle of the pack. This is gonna go wrong in a hurry. I see 3 of them very close. But they keep it. And we should see drivers peeling off soon. As Lemon takes the lap. At 57, showed great speed in single car qualifying. As now, they might be letting him get out a little bit too much of a gap here. As we see Ricky rubbing fenders here. With Bobak. Ricky Freeman, Bobak Fox, very close. Bobak, and there they go! Big one! Right before stops. And that's the field. Easley's in it, Smith's in it, one car going over almost. Man, Cathari. Caution's out. What did I say? One mistake. And that's the field. So see them all coming back. Looks like the hood's up on the number 1. This was... oh. Race back winner, Caden Lemon. As this was right before pit stops, we are going to get you a replay of the big one on lap 13. Well, here it is. This is the start of it. Ah, too many cars in one spot, and there they all went. Smith's in it, Easley's in it, multiple cars getting hit. Cathari nearly upside down. Just like that, half the field. Wow. Let's get the frame by frame going. Looks like it really started up towards the front here. Frame by frame, multiple cameras. Yeah, Morgan kind of squeezed Martinez a bit too much into Blake Card. And meanwhile, behind them, Hansen and Nerf end up hooking the 77. Martinez very nearly got wrecked. Innocent bystander is the number 3. There goes Nerf. There's Ricky Freeman. A little bit of air for some of these cars. Well, I see Goforth torn up. Wouldn't that just be a miserable Speed Weeks? Here's another angle. Ah. Oh my god. It's hard for me to tell what even all happened. This is one of those wrecks it's easier to tell who wasn't in it. We're gonna take a slow-mo from this angle. Because I can't shake the feeling I saw somebody get in the air. I must be going crazy, but wow. And there's Freeman driving right through it. Chaos in front of Tina Klein. And there's a bunch of them on the apron there. Shianu torn up. Larson got in it. 56 is in it. Got the Prime car in it. And oh boy, are we going to have a lot of onboards for this. With Tina Klein. Her teammate, on the other hand. Ah, nope, he picked some up from the 25. With Nerf Jones. What a save! Wow! Nerf Jones! Great card. Ow. Right rears easily. In the whole melee. Wilkinson. Looks good. Now the people who were fully involved, as we see the number 3. You know, I will say, a lot of these cars kind of just grinded off each other. They might be okay. Go back. Whoa. Pullback might not be okay. As now, we're going to play Count the Wrecked Race Cars. Or the cars that at least got some amount of damage in it. Oh my god. Oh my. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Holy. Oh my. Jeez. Welcome to Orlando. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I think we've had nearly a 30-car accident. There's a lot here. Holy. We'll get you an official count. So, the estimate was made that about 27 to 30 cars at least made some amount of contact in this wreck, including those who were a bit closer to the front of it, or at the front of it. That is just an estimate, nothing official. If you want to try to count the carnage, you can, and maybe leave a comment. But otherwise, that's about the rough estimate of it. Let's get you back to the race. Welcome back. Already we have seen one of the biggest wrecks we may ever see. We're trying to get an official count on how many cars was in that mess who at least received some amount of damage, but wow. As we see pit stops, it was getting to that time. Several cars involved. I think we already see Morgan away. This is going to be a busy time for minimum speed, I'll tell you that. As Caden Morgan wins the race off. Oh, we got one blowing up. We got one blowing up. It is Tina Klein. I messed up the Klein sisters' names. That was Lucy Klein in the black Nismo car. As we're going to get a look at what's happened to the 73 or 72. Here it is. And the motor just goes. The motor just goes. That is not what you want to see for that team. Tina Klein's motor absolutely detonates as she tries to line back up. Back to the front of the field. I think this is. I mean, it's a lot. Because we're going to look at this. Already losing a lot of cars. There goes the 00. A terrible weekend for that outfit. Lost the 0 in the duel. So we see Tina limping around. She is done. Looks like an issue on John Smith. There's Maggie. Card. We have a lot to watch out for. I thought Morgan won the race off. This is the number 97. As the 72's problem was a piston. Man. And even if you weren't wrapped up in it, you gotta be worried about starting behind a potentially slower vehicle. As looking again down here, this is... wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars out of the race. 9 with Tina's blown motor. Those 8 cars were just the ones involved in the wreck. I may have miscounted. Oh, we got another one peeling off. Damage, it looks like. They stay out? The Nerfs stay out? I don't see why you would. But nonetheless, he's getting service now. But why would you wait that long? I guess they didn't want more damage done to the car. As, speaking of cars, lights are out, and, they're still on pit road. Now Nerf's getting off. Something tells me we're gonna have a lot more cars out of this race here in a minute. As I said, German coal trickle. Lucy is, in fact, not German. Caden Morgan. And what's wrong now? Another one blowing up. Jonah Bridge. Another car blowing up. They might put us back under caution if he keeps going around like this, or if he stops. But wow. So now we have cars not even involved in the main wreck, blowing motors left and right. We are going to go back green. It looks like Jonah's at least going to get close enough. He shouldn't be a problem. Yep, down pit road. Green flag back in the air. A series of unfortunate events. Ooh, 97 might already have to be told to pull in. That car is struggling. Morgan leads, Lemon's gonna take it. As I'm being told, we're probably gonna go to break here in a minute. Here's an entire pack of wounded cars. No, that's the main pack, I think. This is a very broken up main pack if I've ever seen one. That wreck. Yep, we are going to break. We are going to break. Welcome back. 3 cars have been pulled. Matique Plutonium, Nerf Jones, and Roach Rodfield are all out of this race for minimum speed, as now we see the battling continuing up at the front. Lemon looking for the lead again. This has already been a messy affair. We have a completely separate pack now. several completely separate packs. This is the one that matters most, the lead pack. So we have cars just holding on to their draft. Number 6, barely in it. Lucy Klein trying to hold the 6's draft. Now you're at the point if you're those back few, you need to hope for a caution to maybe get something done. Man. Things you just hate to see. As here comes the 87 of Maggie Fox with the push from the 24, Wyatt Wilkinson. Wilkinson down to the inside. Push from Caden Morgan. Getting a count of the cars out of this race, we have only 29 cars remaining. So one wreck and a couple isolated incidents have taken us down from 42 to 29. And so 13 cars out of this race. Are you kidding me? As we see the 76. Rosario is the 76. So Franco is the 21. I apologize to you two. I messed you guys up. 76 Rosario, Franco 21. As it looks like that was just the field, these few getting out to too much of a lead. Thought Trev Blake was a lapper off the pace for a minute. Car was going slow. As maybe with these packs broken up the way they are, we will be off to a much more smooth race. The lead pack only has 11 cars in it. Now there's still room for something bad to happen. As we see Maggie Fox to the lead. It'd be hard for me to pick from this pack. I'd have to say I've seen Maggie Fox and Caden Lemon up towards the front a lot more. So perhaps one of them. But that could all depend. What an average speed. 85 has the fast lap. Unfortunately, I don't believe the 85 is with us anymore. Nope. 85 is out of this race. Caden Lemon, however, is not and is going for the lead again. Now here comes Rosario. Can't let the run build. Can't let the run build because Blake Card is to the inside. Lemon holding the lanes. Good drive. But Blake seems to be better. Blake, looking low. Lemon all the way up the track. You know, now that I think about it, no, I haven't. I was gonna say I thought I'd been mistaking Rosario and Morgan again. I haven't. But Morgan is going to take the lead. No, maybe not. He doesn't have help. Martinez is not there. But he's gonna take it anyway. The inside's just that much more dominant. Nicholas Cameron and Katie Martinez seem to be falling off the draft. Let's hope that's not a recurring theme for them. Can maybe get out of that. We have cars off by nearly 30 seconds. William Ayers. He's meeting minimum. They're all meeting minimum, but... Ooh. Well, I was about to say they weren't, but they're pitting. Early stops for this backpack. Gonna try to maybe undercut him, then? Of course, there is a lot of risk in that, as we see. Looks like the Furniture Row car coming off, too. That was with the lead pack, so that's an interesting choice. Morgan's gonna lead another pack in. As here we see Lemon pushing Card. They're gonna stay out. Maggie Fox as well. If you have friends, maybe running long's the way to go. Three cars staying out here. The current top three. And now they come in. Well, Card doesn't. Card's gonna keep going. This is bold, and I don't like it. This is what cost Jean-Hendrik Krampas. As we see Card coming around again, surely they're gonna call him in. Still on the track. Wrong buttons. Now he's pitting. Sorry. I really don't like this call staying out that long. Let's watch the pit stop. Only 2 tires? That's an interesting call. Well, he's off and away. Is he gonna be able to stay in the lead? I doubt it. And he's off. Here comes the field. Morgan. No, that's not Morgan. That is Rosario. Rosario with Trev Blake, Wyatt Wilkinson. A bigger pack kind of forming up here. Card's gonna keep the lead. Looks like Lemon might be the big loser on that one. He's out of their draft. So that's one contender eliminated. Well, hold on. He might be in trouble when they catch this 77 going way slower. He's gonna check up the field. But they're gonna get it back. As does Lemon have any help coming from Cameron? No. They are well back of the pack here. Lemon 7 seconds off. And I'm being told we're not even... Yeah, it is. It is the lead pack. What am I on about? Is it? No. There were cars able to get away. Not a lot of people are going to be happy with Blake Card for that one. This is a pack of 3 cars. And they are not working together, so I don't think they're going to last on their own. No, that second pack's coming. Wilkinson keeping the lead. Or I don't think it was Wilkinson leading. As yep, that second pack gaining. Lemon and Cameron falling off. Back to another pack for Cameron. This pack's gonna get swallowed up. Or these 3. They're not a pack, really. They're just 3 cars. Battling amongst themselves as the rest of them catch up. I still don't think it's quite settled yet that it could be one of these now 9 still in contention. There's still a lot of race to go and a lot can happen. And a lot is happening. They have caught lap traffic. Too wide lap traffic, even. This is where things get sketchy. And they are. Are they gonna stay with them? I didn't see Foamer get hurt too bad in that wreck. No, she's falling off. She's losing ground. Cameron's falling back. These four are going to catch Caden Lemon. Now it's Martinez Larson in danger of falling out of the lead pack, as Morgan in second, Trev Blake, or Morgan second on the inside line, rather. Trev Blake to the lead in the 11. Good weekend for the Blakes. Lots of Blakes in this field, whether it be their first or last name, as they're going to catch more lap traffic here soon. They're here. And Willa's going to go right by him. The field gets held up. Now, these lappers are meeting minimum speed, so there's really nothing we can do about it. And it looks like maybe the lappers are going to hang with them. Well, Shiano isn't. Doesn't look like Keelan is either. And once again, the field's spread out. Here's Franco Rossetti and Logan Meloetta. Here's the 87 battling the 24. Looks like they're hanging on. Trev Blake and Larson Martinez barely going to hang on. As the lappers fall back, we're going to look towards the back of this pack. Lemon has finally fallen back towards that second pack. Now leads it. Now let's remember that it came down to fuel strategy in the first duel. And we could easily see a repeat. Now, like I said, 14 is about as far as you can push it. Maybe more, given how long Blake Card stayed out. So I would not be shocked to see a team try and go to the distance. As now Comroy and Rossetti being caught. Though it looks like he's not slow. No, wait, never mind. I mixed up the 21 and 76's people again, in a way. Rossetti's been fighting for the lead. I'll get used to this, guys. I promise. as Martinez takes the lead. Into second, Trev Blake, 3 wide behind. Coming to lap 43 of 59. We have pitters. Cathari. No, that's not Cathari. That is the 33 of Artura Intrepid. Willow Blake. From the second pack. Is Lemon gonna pit? No one from pack 2 pits. So now Will's gonna kind of force everyone's hand here. Martinez holds the lead. Katie Martinez. Will Katie pit this time? Oof. Very close between her and Fox. As we see Wyatt dropping now. Larson. No, Wyatt's not going to drop. Take Larson out. Second pack. They need a bold strategy back here. Looks like Lemon's the only one who's going to try one. Martinez keeping to the inside there 2x2. I wonder if I'm seeing hands out the window. Who's going to have the best strategy? Martinez leads a couple more down. Back to the second pack, which is just one car now. I think he's going to come in. And I think he's just on making it, too. There's about 15, 14 to go. So he could really get a better finish than he deserves. Well, I wouldn't say deserves, but, like, better finish than where he's been running. Ooh, a little slow getting off. That might have been what cost him last time. Ricky coming off. Martinez coming off. Looks like your current leader is Blake Card again. We're going to go find Blake. Blake Card off on his own little island. If anyone's going to make it to the end of this race, it's going to be Blake Card. Blake Card playing the long game once again. Going to be in at lap 46 and off at lap 47. Down the pits he comes. Let's see how well this pays off. Oh, that's not going to pay off well at all. I thought they were taking 4 tires, never mind. I have to at least change 2 of them. Blake Card Will it work again? Let's see. I think Blake might have won this race. Here come two lap cars. No, it's not one yet. No, it is not. But Blake's gonna have two lap cars between him and the rest of this field. Never mind. They're right there. You guys have to ruin my commentary. Thank you. Anyway. Here's this pack. This pack of 9 gonna reform again. Oh, is card slow? Or is that just from getting off pit road? That doesn't look like just getting up to speed. It didn't at first. Wow. As now the 2 leaders caught back up. Caught up to this lap traffic. Which is only going to draw that second pack closer. 5 seconds back. Meloetta really slowing Maggie Fox down. Now a line of 3. As this second pack's gotta move. They've picked up about 2 seconds. They do have more cars and more drafts between them. I think it's gonna be Blake Card. I think Card has the right strategy here. He stayed out the longest of anyone. So they're gonna catch Ricky Freeman all by himself. As the pack is catching this lap traffic, they're gonna have to worry about them before they can worry about this front bit. When they keep battling like that, let's not forget that pack's gotta burn more fuel to catch up to the top 3. So this is playing right into Blake Card's hands. Here comes Katie Martinez. They're 3 wide. Passing this lap car here. Tough day for Rossetti. Same for Meloetta. Looks like Morgan got held up a little bit. Because now Ricky's gonna be trouble. And that's gonna cost them. That's gonna cost them. Most of them. That's gonna cost Morgan for sure. My goodness. Morgan's done. Martinez, Larson's done. Martinez still has that draft. Clear these guys out. Come on. Someone get a blue flag on Freeman and the 21. Morgan is done as far as winning this race. Yep, he is not pleased with the actions of the 74 and 44, or 74 and 21, rather. He's finally got around. He still has a sniff of Larson Martinez's draft, and Martinez might still have Herpak's draft too. We'll have to see. It just doesn't look promising. The gap down under 3 seconds, even with all the chaos. In fact, it looks like Wyatt's right about there. On board with the Pepsi machine. No, he's still got distance to cover. You can barely see those cars up at the front, but they are gaining. They're gonna start gaining at least more when they have this pack reformed. And looks like Caden Morgan is just barely gonna stay with them. Might I mention there is going to be a substantial payout for winning this race, so it'll do a team good to have one of their cars the victor. Would really help with those repair costs for their other cars. The top 3. I don't think this is. It is. We just have the number 88, the number 99 rather, throwing me off. Carl Young. Rough day for him. 20th though, your top 20 though. Because most of the field's damaged. As that 57 stayed in the lead of his pack. Here comes Wyatt Wilkinson to the inside of Young. Trev Blake to the outside of Young. They're trying to get around Trev, who's just in the middle of the track. Or around... not Trev, obviously. Around Carl Young, who's just in the middle of the track. Don't know why you'd do that, Carl. Almost blocks Martinez. But they're still with him. In fact, I think they got that draft. There they are. The race is back on. Their pack's caught. Willow's in. Five to go. Willow Blake down pit road just as they caught. Now into more lap traffic. Wyatt Wilkinson's gonna take the lead. This is fuel mileage, ladies and gentlemen. Who's got the fuel to make it? Four to go. I like Blake Card's odds. I really do. Now Pogstar's coming in. That's not a lead lap car. Larson Martinez is in. 3 to go. There's Lemon just on his own little island. I don't think he's gonna make it, though. He might. This is fuel saving mode, fuel lottery mode. We are coming to 2 to go. Who has it in them to make it? As more of the pack continues to drop, here's Blake Card out in front. Not out in front. But he's going to get back to him. Katie Martinez is the one leading. Watch Lemon here. He's one to watch for pits. He's not going to come in. Currently leading, Trev Blake. How long is that going to last? Not long at all. Trev got too far out. We're coming to the white. The white flag is out. I don't see anyone. We got one pitting. Not quite. White flag. Katie Martinez. We're on 1 to go. Here comes Caden Morgan. Morgan gonna go to the lead. Is he gonna have a challenger? Are there gonna be drivers running out? One slow car there. Martinez had the help. Can Martinez hold on? Down to the bottom. Can she make it? Off of 4. The Orlando 500 winner, Wyatt Wilkinson, peels off. No, he goes to the bottom. Orlando 500 winner, number 65, Katie Martinez. How about it? We're still going to watch as a lot of the rest of the field comes. There's Cameron. What a finish. As we are waiting to see the official top 10, Katie Martinez has won the number 65. Great job for the target car. Here is your unofficial top 10, or unofficial results as a whole. Katie Martinez, the winner. Trev Blake in second. Maggie Fox third. Caden Morgan fourth. Comroy Rosario fifth. Wyatt Wilkinson sixth. Card seventh. Lemon eighth. Larson Martinez ninth. And Willow Blake rounds out your top 10. Then we have WQ, good job for the part-timer. Jacqueline Travisino. Liz Bandicoot. Hayami Kobayashi. Carl Young. Franco Rossetti. Ricky Freeman Jr., Nicholas Cameron, Lucy Klein, and Eli the Wolf. Archer Intrepid, Riley Pogstar, Logan Moetta, Ellie Fomer, Max Hansen, John Smith, Andrea Shianu, Michael Heelan, and finally, your final finisher, William Ayers. And here are your DNFs. As here we see Katie Martinez about to celebrate this huge win. First points paying PROCAR winner, Katie Martinez. Here she goes. Well, that's one way to do it. And now to the track. Katie Martinez, winner of the first ever Orlando 500. Thank you all so much for watching this. This was, well, a pain to get out, but otherwise I had fun. I really hope you enjoyed. I'm sure you weren't expecting the fuel lottery thing, but hey, you get what you get. It was a very enjoyable race. As, this will be great for Martinez and team. Good payout. Really good payout. And, yeah. I also hope you enjoy these little burnout segments. A little something fresh. Anyway, thanks for watching. I am David Carter, and we will see you next time for Homestead.